What a classic from AC/DC. Love this song. Was listening to some music outside, raking the fall leaves, and I'm like, gotta learn this. Love this album. I actually saw them on this tour in Toledo, and they were fantastic. Bon Scott was incredible. I saw him a couple times on this tour, actually. Once in Cleveland at what was called the World Series of Rock. Look that up, Cleveland World Series of Rock with AC/DC. You'll see that was some show. I think I was 12. My mom let me go with a friend and cousins. It was incredible. But anyhow, so this song is in standard tuning, but I think the recording is sped up. The tune that the guitar actually is a 10th sharp. So it's a slightly sharp from normal pitch. So I hate to say it's a normal tuning, but take your D string, hit that with the beginning of the song and tune it to it, or like I use Riff Station and I can adjust the pitch of the song to plus 0, 1, 0. So, with that said, I've written this out. My notes will be available below. It's a very approachable song. It's really well done. It's just, to me, the epitome of rock and roll. It's just one of those songs that, you know, sticks with you and sounds great. So the song starts out with a hammer onto a D power chord. So we'll have the open 3rd string that we're going to hammer into the 2nd fret and hit the 2nd string held at the 3rd fret while we hit the open 4th string. Now, I like to talk about nuances, and I think this is important to how it's played. We do 3 hammer-ons. The 3rd one, rather than hitting the chord after, like we've done on the previous 2, we'll hammer in, hit the chord, hammer in, hit the chord. The 3rd time we hammer in and hold that. All right, so we have this. All right, we'll repeat that up to the 2nd hammer-on and hit the chord. And then rather another D and hammer on, we go to an A power chord. Alright, that's held for a 4 count. Then Angus comes in. Now what Angus does, he's playing A to G. Basically in this D form, moved up to the 9th and 10th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string. Hit that, hit it again, and slide back a full step. Stop, then you're going to go to a D, slide back to a C, referenced by just the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Same pattern, hit it again, and slide back. So he'll do that twice. You'll hear the guy say, whoa, and so forth. Then the band kicks in. That's when Malcolm comes in. Now, at that point, Angus will do this for sure another 2 times as the band comes in. Then we start the verse. All right? The Malcolm part, he's playing up here in the 1st position. He'll just be playing an A power chord and then lift off and play part of a G on the 4th, 3rd. You can play the 2nd, that's fine. And then we go to a D power chord to a C, which would be basically a C add 9th. It'll be the 4th open rather than putting our finger on the 2nd fret for a C chord. He just leaves it open and hits that 2nd string fretted at the 1st position. All right. So that is what Malcolm is doing. And then, like I said, they'll do that as the band comes in, then the verse starts. They keep going through that, all right? So, again, with Angus from this A to G. do that a full, as the verse starts, 3 times. As he goes to the 4th time from the A to G, then he'll come back and do that hammer-on the D. All right, just like the intro. 3 times, 3rd time held with no strike. All right, and then you're back to that. Now, this verse is a little different because you come back and you're going to do that 1 time fully through. Here's the half, and then back to the D. 1 more time through, all right? Now we're going to come back to that D, but we're going to extend it, all right? We're going to do the hammer-on a total of 4 times with the chord strike, and the 5th time we just hold it. Then we're into the chorus. So for the chorus, it's A to G and D to C. The D will be played 1st position, C 5th, root, all right, power chords. So what we do is hit A twice to a G, and then we're going to go up and down quickly on the G before we come to D and move through D twice to C, and then C, up, down, and then around again with the AG. All right, so let me show you this. So that's how the chorus starts out. Now we'll repeat all of that 4 times. On the last or 4th A to G, after that we're going to come into our D hammered on. All right. This one will end with an actual hitting of the D chord. So we're going to hammer on, strike the D chord once. We'll do that a total of, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Then we're back into what would be verse 2. All right. Verse 2 is very similar to what we've done with the verses and how he changes the measures. Chorus 2, the only difference, we'll do that A to G and D to C 4 times through. The last A to G, when we go to our D hammer-on, that will be 8 times. So it's extended and leads us into basically the pre-solo, or yeah, just call it the pre-solo. Said after chorus 2, this pre-solo, I wrote it out as Malcolm doing the pick scrape. I'm not real sure whether it's him or Angus. Doesn't really matter. The difference for this pre-solo rhythm is we're going to hit our A twice and then the G and let it ring. All right. Then we'll hear the pick scrape, and we'll do D twice before we hit C and then hear a pick scrape. All right. We'll do all of that 4 times. Actual solo starts. Now, I call this pre-solo because what Angus is doing at this time, and like I said, he might be doing the pick scrapes. Either way, doesn't matter. He's hitting the root note of the chord G and C. So we're going to hit the A twice and then just the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Give it some vibrato. All right, so then we go D, then that that C note on the 5th string, 3rd fret. Alright, so that's how Angus starts out the solo. Now let's continue the solo rhythm. It's really another full measure or 4 times through with the A twice to G held for a 4 count, no pick scrape, and then D to C. Of course, that'll go another couple times, but that is the rhythm underneath the solo. All right. So we have that down, and next we've got the solo, and like I said, we've gone over the rhythm. I will do the actual solo after we finish the rhythm. Okay. So post solo, we're into chorus 3, which takes us out of the song. All right. Chorus 3 is just like, or starts out just like both choruses combined. All right. And why I say that is we're going to be doing our A to G and then G twice and then D to C and then C twice. Alright, we'll do that for a full measure and then we go into the shortened. Alright, and then we do it again. Full measure, and the outro is 8 times. Ending on an A power chord where you'll hear Angus come in with the final solo and just finish off with that A. So the actual solos start out in this 5th position. Alright, I'll stop there. That's the first measure of it. What we're going to do, we'll be on, and of course this is much faster than I'm playing it. One, because I think it's sped up, but just, you know, I'm not a speed player. But what he's doing, he's going to be on the 4th string at the 7th fret, strike that once, and then 2 strikes deadened, and then hit it again. Then he takes the 3rd and 2nd string at the 7th fret with the bend up and a release, and pulled off just to the 3rd string at 5. Then he'll hit 7 and then 7 again on that 3rd string pulled off to 5. So we have this so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you'll hear him hit the 8th fret of the 2nd string with a bend, and then 8 unbent, and then 8 again with a bend and release. Then he'll go to the 1st string at 5, back to the 2nd string at 5. And then he'll do a walk down from that 2nd string from the 8th fret to 7, back to 5. To the 3rd string at 8, back to 5 on the 2nd string, back to 8 on the 3rd. To the 7th fret, 3rd string. And lay your finger and catch 7 on the 4th string, back to 7 on the 3rd, 7 on the 4th. Then we go to the 5th fret of the 3rd string to 7 on the 4th. And then we'll hit 5 again with a bend on the 3rd string, and then catch 7 on the 4th. I'll just stop there. There's just a few more notes, but I want to go over what we've done so far with this 8th fret, 2nd position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after we bend that 3rd string with the 5 and back to 7, we're going to hit 7 again, back to 5 twice. from the 4th to the 3rd string. Then the last note of this first measure will be a big bend on the 5th fret of the 4th string. Alright, so that's the whole first measure. Let's do it again together. 1, 2, 3, 4. At that point, we move up to the 2nd position. All right, we're going to start out on the 3rd string with the 4th fret bent and released, and then we'll catch the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and hit that, then hit it again and pull off to 2. That pull off to 2 leads us to a quick walk down. So what we'll do is come from pulling off on the 2nd string 3 to 2 to the 3rd string 5, 4, 2, landing on the 4th string at 5. Come back to that 3rd string at 2, and then we'll do another 5, 4, 2, but on the 4th string, and hit the open 5th string. Alright, so we have this so far. It's a half measure here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So to finish out the solo, what we're going to do, there's basically semi-pinched harmonics. He's just really digging in when he hits these notes and bend them slightly. Alright? So starting out, we'll be on, it's all on the 3rd string up until we get to 17, and then we'll hit the 20th fret of the 2nd string. But till we get there, we're going to go 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. I'll just stop there. Alright, we'll continue on with 12, 14, 16, and 17. Once we get to 17, we'll grab 20 on the 2nd string. Alright, so all together. And that's the solo. So the outro lick you'll hear, which again is finishing off the song, will sound like this. Alright, what we're doing, of course, it's played very much faster. We're going to just, it's very similar to the solo start. I'm going to hit the 8th fret, 2nd string bent, unbent, and then another bend with a release. Then we hit the 1st fret, or I'm sorry, 1st string, 5th fret to the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Then we do our walk down, 8, 7, 5 to the 3rd string, 8 back to 5 on the 2nd, back to 8 on the 3rd. Then we walk down 7, 5 from that 8 on the 3rd string to the 4th string 7, 3rd string 7, back to 4th string 7. Alright, so far we have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to the 3rd string, 5, 7, and then we'll come back to 5 again, and 7 and 8. That 8 leads us into a little nice lick that we're going to go from 8 on the 3rd to the 2nd string, 5 to 8, pull back off to 5. We'll do that another 3 times. Then we walk down on the 3rd string 8 to 7, and we do double stops to end. 5th fret on the 3rd and 2nd string, 7th fret, and then we'll move up a full step on the third string to 9, and the second string half step to 8, which is an A7 rather than our A here. And end on the A. So, the whole solo slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. On that A. So that is all the licks. I really hope that helps everybody. Notes available below as always, and I really hope you enjoy.